How our own government protects predatory car dealers. That's right. Why the system is rigged against you and some states are far worse than others, the state of Florida proves it best. What if I told you that besides the federal government, your own state government is helping car dealers in your state rip you off legally? Yep, that's the same government that promises to protect you from fraud and has instead baked corrupt dealer tactics right into the state law. And nowhere is this more obvious than in the state of Florida, home to some of the most predatory dealerships in the country. Some time ago, we published a show titled Buyer Beware, Worst States to Buy a Car in 2025. Florida was the #1 worst state in the show, and they are still in first place. Today, we're pulling back the curtain to show you how state laws, and yes, even federal silence, protects shady practices like document fees, crappy arbitration traps, and mandatory add-ons. Buckle up. The amazing Elizabeth joins me now for this crazy ride down the road of government corruption.
Here we go. Up first, the document fee protected by law. Let's start with the infamous doc fee that we all see in the car deals. Just a few years ago, document preparation was part of the dealer's cost of doing business.
Exactly.
There was no doc fee anywhere. The paperwork wasn't your problem, it was theirs. As I said, it was just a part of doing business. But then some greedy fool got a brilliant idea. What if we charged the customer for doing the paperwork? And boom, the doc fee was born. But it gets worse. Some states like Florida actually protect this nonsense with legislation. Florida law allows dealers to charge what they call a private tag agency fee.
Which is the same thing.
Yes, and a dealer fee.
Which is also the same thing.
Without any limits.
In fact, according to Florida Statute 501.976, dealers can legally charge a pre-delivery service charge or an electronic filing fee, which is also the same thing.
Same thing.
And they're only required to disclose the fee, not justify it, not cap it, just list it. So while the cost of filing the paperwork through a data house like CVR or DealerTrack is about $30 per car, Florida dealers routinely charge their customers $899, $999, and even $1,199, and it's all 100% legal according to state law.
And guess what? If a dealer calls it a pre-delivery charge or electronic registration fee, according to Florida state laws, it's not even counted as part of the vehicle price. That's right. They can tack it on after advertising a lowball price online. Let's call this what it is, a legalized scam.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And then everyone gets the same fee. The lie behind so-called uniform charges, some states try to make it sound like it's fairness they're after. Their law says if you charge a document fee, you must charge it to every customer equally. Sounds somewhat reasonable, right? Well, it's not. That language eliminates the ability to negotiate the fee. Instead of being something the dealer might waive for a savvy buyer, it becomes mandatory for everyone, even cash buyers, even credit union members who bring their own financing. In Florida, again, the state allows this with zero cap. Even worse, Florida law allows dealers to bundle multiple fees together and simply post them on the window sticker. One fee we found, document admin pre-delivery e-filing processing fee, $1,195. So the idea that these fees are standard is false.
Yep.
They're whatever the dealer says they are, and the law helps them get away with it by making them non-negotiable. That's anti-consumer, plain and simple, by your state government.
But the dealer doesn't even do the work. This is the real kicker. Dealers claim they're charging you for documentation work, but that's not true anymore, and it hasn't been true for a long time. The actual paperwork is processed electronically by a third-party data house like CVR, TitleTech, or DealerTrack. The average dealer pays $20 to $35 per transaction, yet charges the customer $300 on the low side to $1,200 for this service. Well, let's kick Florida some more. So let's say you walk into a Florida dealership. You're paying $1,000 in doc fees, but the dealer cost is $30. That's a 3,233% markup. Can you imagine if McDonald's charged $35 for a hamburger and blamed it on a grill processing fee? This has nothing to do with paperwork. It's only about profit.
How state governments enable it. Here's how the scam stays alive. State legislatures, like Florida's, refuse to cap doc fees even when consumer advocates raise red flags, people like us. In some states, dealer lobbying groups have pushed for laws that require dealers to charge the same doc fee to everyone, protecting the fee from negotiation. NADA is behind a lot of that kind of stuff.
Right.
State Attorney General offices receive thousands of complaints every year and rarely take enforcement action unless fraud is involved. Florida has one of the most dealer-friendly legal environments in the nation. They have no meaningful limits on junk fees, rarely investigate abusive practices, have no required menu disclosure for add-ons like Gap or wheel locks, allow dealers to advertise low prices and bury fees in the fine print. It's not that Florida is asleep at the wheel. They've actually handed the wheel to the dealerships.
There you go. Besides Florida, several other states shoulder significant blame here as well. They include states that protect predatory dealers. Number 1 is Arizona. They have no cap on their dock fees. Dealers commonly are charging $4.99 to $8.99. The Arizona Attorney General receives frequent auto-related complaints, but they rarely pursue dock fee abuse. Dealers can advertise vehicles at low prices and tack on those fees after the fact, like after you're sitting in the dealership. Number 2 is Nevada. There are no dock fee limits either. $4.99 to $8.99 is also typical. Electronic registration and title work is outsourced, but the consumer is still charged over $500 anyway. Arbitration clauses and as-is disclaimers are widely enforced and supported by state law. Number 3, in Georgia, the high average dock fee can be $6.99 to $8.99, sometimes more. There's little or no transparency in their add-ons like window etching or nitrogen-filled tires.
Both complete junk products.
Exactly. Georgia does not require itemized disclosure of all dealer-installed options unless the consumer specifically requests it. Number 4, in Texas, dock fees are technically capped at $150, but, and this is a big but, dealers get around this using the inventory tax recovery, TT&L processing, and other bogus fees to make up for it. Strong dealer lobbying has ensured no enforcement against add-on bundling or aggressive sales tactics. The law in Texas allows arbitration and forced add-ons to be included in deals unless the customer explicitly objects. Number 5, in California. While dock fees are capped at $85 for most dealers, California still ranks poorly for other things. They have very aggressively forced add-ons like etching, nitrogen, or GPS tracking systems. They have complex advertising loopholes. Dealers can list a car online at a price before add-ons that you can't decline. The high-pressure tactics are common in the major cities as well.
Los Angeles and San Diego.
Yep.
Now, how the infection spread nationwide? Why does every dealer in America seem to play from the same rotten playbook? Well, because they do. Dealer associations meet nationally and they share these shady tactics, one dealer to the next. When one state finds a new way to extract profits through loopholes, others follow suit. Industry conferences, 20 groups, NADA events, these are the breeding grounds for the next anti-consumer trick.
Okay, so whether it's charging $300 for nitrogen-filled tires, selling worthless etching services, firing up credit application scams for cash buyers, or adding market adjustments to MSRP, it all happens.
The strategy is always the same. Find a junk fee, protect it in law, tell every dealer to use it. It's no accident that car dealerships are ranked number 1 in consumer complaints in nearly every state. This is an organized criminal system, and our lawmakers are complicit in it.
So who's really paying the price? Let's put this in human terms. A single mom walks into a dealership to buy a Toyota Corolla listed at $24,000. The dealer adds a $9.99 dock fee, $6.99 protection package, $3.95 etching, $300 pre-delivery fee, $2.99 nitrogen-filled tires. The single mom started with the vehicle listed at $24,000, but now she's paying $26,692 for the same car, and she's financing those fees with tons of interest. Over a 6-year loan, she'll end up paying $1,500 to $2,000 extra in junk fees and interest. That's not upselling, that's abuse, and the system allows it as long as the fees are disclosed. Disclosed doesn't mean it's justified. Disclosed doesn't mean it's fair either.
So, what can you do about it? Let's be real. It's not likely that your state government is going to fix this anytime soon. The car dealer lobby is too powerful and consumer advocacy is too weak. But here's what you can do. Ask for an out-the-door price before you sign anything. There's a reason why our coaches do this all the time. Get OTD prices. And for those of you who say, I can't get any OTD prices, let me tell you what, you're doing it completely wrong.
Right.
Because we're doing it every single day. Then refuse to finance fees. Tell them if it's a dealer cost, you can eat it. Report excessive fees to your Attorney General or Consumer Affairs Division. Leave a detailed Google review to warn other car buyers. And most importantly, work with trusted experts who can negotiate for you like our car buying team. At the Homework Guy, we don't just educate consumers, we go to bat for them. Our hassle-free car buying service has helped thousands of people avoid major fees and exposes bad actors out there. The truth is, we're not just fighting shady dealers, we're fighting a rigged system, one that's been rigged by our own government.
So the next time someone tells you that the dealer fee is standard or that everyone pays it, just remember, it's only standard because the government made it that way. They didn't protect you, they protected the dealer's profits instead. And in Florida, they practically gave them a blank check. So do your homework. Get help when you need it, and don't let the system rob you blind. If you found this video helpful, remember to give us that great big thumbs up, share it with family and friends, and leave a comment below. I hope you enjoyed this conversation about how our own government protects car dealers. It sucks, and we know it. Please tell us about your recent car buying experiences in our comment section. We love to read your stories, and they always help other members of the Homework Guy community.
To all of you long-term viewers and subscribers out there, you guys rock. God bless you all. I'm Kevin Hunter, the Homework Guy, signing off on behalf of Alex Stevens, our auto expert, the amazing Elizabeth, our master negotiator, and the entire hassle-free Homework Guy car buying team. Stick with us a moment as we scroll through some of our recent 5-star Google reviews. Thank you for watching.